Barcelona woke up this week to a thread of worry that has stretched from the training ground to the travel office. Frenkie de Jong, the engine of their midfield, was sent home early from international duty with a right leg muscle problem. And his fitness now hangs as a real question mark over the trip to St James Park on September 18. The timing could not be worse. For a team that prizes control and possession, losing the man who smooths transitions, who reads the tempo and protects the spine, is more than a tactical headache. It is a fragile fault line that could reshape the way Hansi Flick wants his side to play on the biggest nights. Around that singled out, another pattern has emerged. Alejandro Balda, who took a blow in training, has been ruled out with a hamstring issue that could keep him sidelined for weeks, and the academy's golden child Gavi is being treated conservatively for persistent knee discomfort. Three separate health worries in the same defensive and midfield corridors turns routine selection into a chess match played against the clock. Flick's choices are stark and immediate. Do you guard your stars like priceless instruments, slot them into careful rehab and accept an altered lineup for a single fixture? Or do you risk their recovery for the chance to make an early European statement? The calculus is ugly. Rest de Jong and lose his aerial intelligence, pressing discipline and passing rhythm. Start him and you flirt with aggravating a muscle strain that could slide from a few days' rest into several weeks off. The club's medical notes speak in cautious language. Monitor, conservative treatment, scans, and gradual ramps back into training. That is not a coach's dream when the calendar offers no soft landings, only marquee days where opponents and expectations collide. Into that pressure cooker step the young hopefuls, the names who have been waiting for a crack in the door. Marc Casado, trained in Barca's conveyor belt academy, suddenly finds himself not as a curiosity but as a plausible linchpin beside Pedri, asked to protect, to cover the channels de Jong normally reads, to offer the simple, clean choices that steady a team. The narrative almost writes itself. An experienced global star is checked by injury, a local talent is thrust forward, and the manager's faith becomes the deciding subplot, but the script is not guaranteed to be kind. Experience matters in hostile, rain-slick nights at places like St James Park, where frames tighten and tempo quickens. A debutant's nervous first touches can open spaces rather than close them. The pressure is to perform, to not simply survive, and that is a lot to hand to players still learning the club's rhythm. Beyond the match itself, the decisions made now set the tone for Barcelona's autumn. A cautious approach could preserve legs for a long season, but invite questions about intent in Europe. An aggressive approach could give short-term spectacle with long-term medical risk. For the fans, each training update is a vote of confidence or anxiety. For Flick, the coming days are an exercise in leadership, balancing data from scans and physio rooms with the emotional and competitive appetite of a squad built to win. One way or another, September promises to be a measuring moment. Will Barcelona navigate it with prudence and adaptiveness, or will the stakes of the Champions League opener expose a squad forced to rearrange its identity on the fly? The answer will ripple through the rest of their season.